Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Had to make sure this thing was started. What's going on? What's going on? My brothers and sisters and pimps and pimpettes and whoever the fuck's listening. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day, week, nighttime, whenever the fuck you're listening to this. It's Friday today for us. For me and Chancy Poo. We're going to Formula Drift tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. We're going to be in Missouri. Dangerous town in the fucking world. Fucking St. Louis. Homicide capital or whatever. Chance is like, yeah, it's perfect. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then I was scared about it for a while. I forgot I was out of Zins. What a fucking retard I am. I fucking ate all my Zins. I couldn't have made a bigger mistake. We don't need them. I do need a drink of water, though. Yeah, we're going for me the drift. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. Chance is more the car guy. I have no idea how to do anything but operate a car and change the oil in one. And that's about it. And, yeah. What else do we got? I didn't really plan what the fuck I was going to talk about this, or in this one. I was just fucking pondering yesterday, and I was going to do one yesterday, but I was super fucking tired for some reason. It's probably because I got hurt again this weekend, because that whole contract I made up, that shit went out the door, and I apologize. I'm not a perfect human. I make mistakes. It was too fun not to drink. And then I did, and some stupid stuff went down. I woke up one morning pissed the fuck off. And I didn't know why I was pissed off. And I was pissed off at my brother-in-law for some reason, like directly. And I woke up in my shoes on the couch in like a fucking dead man position. So you know it's one of those nights. You're like, fuck. What the hell happened? But I was mad for some reason. And then I went to my sister and brother-in-law's house to grab some stuff I left there. And then the way they were interacting with me, it seemed like they were still, or like angry, or I did something. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And then I went to my dad's house and I texted my sister and my brother-in-law. And they told me what happened. Basically, I was just retarded the entire night. I thought they locked me out. No. I just had forgotten a piece of what had happened. And when my memory kicked back in, I was trying to walk into the house. And I couldn't get in because I had some shit that went down. And they had locked the door. Not to lock me out, just because they wanted to lock their door. And my dumb ass was like, I was just dumb. It was so funny. And then, the day after that, me and my dad and his girlfriend, we went and picked up a chimney. It was pretty cool. And then I was tired as fuck too, bruh, because I just got smashed the night before. And then we went and picked up my dad's washer in Waterloo. We went to Lowe's and we went to Texas Roadhouse. That shit's bussin', bruh. That shit's bussin'. I know there was some other things that I was going to discuss, but I have no idea what they were. I guess I could talk about what I've been trying to like figure out what a relationship is for a long time. Because like we see it in movies, and we see our parents doing it, or whoever, and it's like, what does it look like for me? And I think the most basic definition of what a relationship is like where you can be your true and fullest self without feeling uncomfortable with that other person. And both of the people, that's the agreement. That's what's in my brain. Like, the agreement is, alright, we're both fucked up, we both have our problems. We know we're never going to be perfect, and this is going to be hard. We're probably going to fight a lot. We're probably going to disagree a lot. But I am willing to set all that shit aside because my love for you overpowers all that. And that's what a relationship should be, I think. The reason I've been trying to figure that out is because I've never really had a concrete definition in my head. And so I never knew what the fuck I was looking for. I'm like, man, what even is this shit? And I don't want to be in one where you're just fucking all the time, or you're fighting all the time, or fighting and fucking all the time, or one that's gonna crash and burn, bruh. There's a lot that goes into being in a relationship, especially nowadays, and people just jump into them real fast. It's kind of scary to me. I was hopping for a second, I won't lie. I tried it. I'm not a liar. I'm gonna tell you the truth, but it's not fun. It makes you feel empty inside because with it, like, sure, having like I don't know why I did that. I was gonna say sex, but I got awkwarded out. All right, I didn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Sex is fun, obviously, but it stops being fun after a while because the same chemicals aren't being released unless you're in love with this person, which whatever that means. And I feel like it's a feeling. What the fuck? Hold on. That was weird. I don't know if the whole mic's fucking up or it's just the headphones here. It sounds fine now. Something was fucked up. It was like, I wonder if you're gonna be able to hear it. Hopefully not. But maybe it's the Chinese government tapping in. So I think I'm realizing that it's cool to be single for a while, because you gotta find yourself first. You gotta find who your full truest self is, so that way you could figure out who you want to be with the other person. That way who you are molds well with this other person. And that means that they gotta have been working on themselves previously before you guys can get together and like make something happen. Most people haven't done that. I wonder, man, because a lot of people are having kids at a young age, and I'm not talking shit, but I think I've said this before, but it's scary because we were in school like 3-4 years ago. What the fuck have we learned since then? I don't think we've learned a goddamn thing. Some of us have learned certain things, I guess. We've went to college. We've gotten jobs. But it's like, you think 3 or 4 years of experience is a good amount? From being a child, like a literal child? We're still children, man. Our brains aren't even fully developed yet. How the fuck are we gonna help some creature that's brain is just developing? If we haven't had a fully developed brain and fuck with it for a little while. I think 30 is a good age. Because, like, maybe. Because for women it's 25, for men it's 30 when the brain stops developing. So maybe it's 35 for men. Maybe it's younger than that. Maybe you just need a few years. I don't know. My brain's not fully developed yet. I'm going to be 21 in exactly... Where's my phone? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to change a goddamn thing, but I'm going to be 21 in exactly... Boop, boop. Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, yeah. Exactly. I don't remember. 1, 2, 3 weeks and 5 days, man. I don't know why I'm counting it down, because I really don't care that much. But my brain is not developed yet. It's not even close. I got 4 more. Not even 4 more years. I got 9 more years. Because for men, it's 30. So How the fuck am I going to have a kid when I don't even have a fully developed brain and I don't know what the experience of that is yet? Yet people are having them. It's kind of scary. It's kind of a trap. Like, kids are either the best thing you can ever have or the worst thing you can ever have. Because if you're in a financial situation where you can support these children and support yourself and your family all together as a whole, then yeah, kids are a blessing and they're great. I want kids more than anything. I'm not like against children, but if you haven't learned anything or worked your ass off to support this child, oh my God, you're going to put yourself in such a terrible situation because children are not cheap. Not to mention, you're not going to be sleeping, and lack of sleep leads to improper eating. It leads to all kinds of things. You're not going to have time to learn anything or do what you need to do if you want to improve yourself or your career or your profession. So it's like, fuck. It's a gamble. It's a gamble if you have a kid at a young age. Because yeah, you're going to have time when you're older, but we in our society, our plan is to retire at like fucking 65, 70. And I'm sure when we're older, it's going to be a lot older than that. So why the fuck would you roll the dice on that one? That doesn't even make any sense to me, actually. Because you're going to have a child at a young age when, first of all, you're not fully developed, so you don't know how an adult even thinks yet because you're not one. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. If you don't have a fully developed brain, you can't be considered an adult. That's what's weird about all these laws that we have, like 18's the age of consent or whatever, and then 21's when you can drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes, but then 18's when you can go to war. It doesn't make any sense, but fuck was I saying? It's on the tip of my brain. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna drink some water and it'll come back. Watch, it's gonna be magic. Oh yes. So not only are you having a child at a young age, I remember now, you're having a child when you're not fully developed and I don't think you're capable to raise a child. Even though we were doing it back in the day, we knew a lot more back in the day. When we were like 18, 19, 20, we knew a lot more. Like 8-year-olds knew how to start fires and shit. Like, we don't know nearly as much as they used to know back in the day. So, not only are you beating yourself up in that situation, so your kid's not going to be the best version it can be, but also when you hit later in life, you're going to realize you didn't have time to work on all the passions and shit you wanted to work on. And unless you're like super ambitious at that age of like 40 to 50, whenever your kid's grown and shit, unless you have more, then you're going to have to wait longer. But if you're ambitious and you get it done, then that's good, but you're not going to have nearly as much time to enjoy it. You might as well enjoy it now. Have a kid whenever you have a kid later on, and then you fucking are chilling. Plus, you don't want a kid with somebody you don't love. And we don't know what love is yet. I don't think we know what love is yet. It depends. It depends for sure. Because we know what it is to an extent. We know what it is, we're not very experienced in it. How about that? Us young people are not very experienced in it. We know what it is, we know what it feels like to an extent, but we haven't dealt with it for a long enough time. We have our parents' experience, and then the few fucking boyfriends and girlfriends we've had. God knows that all these people sleeping around with like 70 people aren't fucking, they don't love all those 70 people, trust me. I can tell you that right now. I don't even know what the point of that was. Kind of scares me though, because I don't want a kid that young of an age, at this young of an age. I want a kid more than anything, bro, but I can't not yet, because I want to be able to give my kid everything, give it the most I can, everything that I couldn't have as a youngin'. I want my kid to have as much, and not just my kid, but everybody's kid. I want everybody's dream to come true. It'd be a good time. It'd be a good time. I think world peace is possible. ChatGPT does too. So, what else we got to talk about? Well, I'm gonna see what we're at. All right, I'm just gonna see where we're at. 16 minutes. Well, I guess the last podcast I said that I would talk about what kind of my brains and my plans are. I've been thinking on this plan for like 3 years, okay? And like I said in the last one, it's an elaborate plan and it sounds like fantasy, but I think it's possible if I work my ass off enough. But so ideally, I'll start with some money. I don't know where the money's gonna come from. That's what I'm working on now. I'm working on building money, investing it, and then having it grow so that I can use it later on. But once I get that money, I want to buy out some farms that are already there and already set up, and then we could turn these farms into regenerative farming, where we cycle the crops, we cycle the animals, and it's all healthy for the environment. You're basically mimicking nature in a controlled environment, right? Mushrooms, no pesticides, no fungicides, just using what's off the land. And this works. It's been proven to work. It's just expensive to switch a farm over to that. But it's much healthier and much cleaner for the environment. And at first, when I first wanted to develop this plan, I thought maybe I want to be a farmer myself. And one day, yes, I do. But for the plan to work in the way I want it to work, if I want a bunch of farms, then I shouldn't start a bunch myself. I should just use what's already there. I just have to pay more. And that's going to be the tough part. But then, unless I find like small local farms or something like that and start with that, that'd be a pretty good idea. But then, so that's using infrastructure that's already there. And then once you have a farm set up, regenerative farms, then you can grow food, medicine, clothing, paper, all the things you need basically. You can use hemp for a lot of stuff, mycelium for a lot of stuff. You can get food, obviously, like I said. Water, if you have creeks nearby, you can put some mushrooms in it to sanitize the water, clean that up. Then you have water. Maybe bottle that up and sell it too if you want. But I guess I'm talking to myself. I should. That's a new idea that just popped in my head. I've never thought about that before, but that would work. Because then you could sell actual purified water, and it's clean, and it's purified naturally with mushrooms. That'd be pretty dope. I'm going to have to try that, but then you've got basically everything you need at that point, right? And that's why I wanted to start with a little farm. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll start with a little farm anyway. Obviously, I start with a podcast, so maybe I should start growing things, vegetables, my own food and stuff like that. And then I could start with that, because then I could start selling stuff. And the thing about that is, if you grow everything, my idea with this was, and it came to me on a psychedelic trip, so take it whenever you take it with, but basically, essentially, what I felt the mushrooms told me was that if I can make everything come out of the ground, every footstep I take is money. And that's essentially the truth, because everything does come out of the ground. Medicine comes out of the ground. Food comes out of the ground. Clothes come out of the ground. Everything comes out of the ground. Metal comes out of the ground. So if you can get everything out of the ground, you've got everything you need. And then extra shit is just profit. Alright? And then if I could get that to happen, then I'm making money. I'm investing it. I'm running farms. And then I can, with all the extra profit, also all the extra clothing, I can make a clothing line. So there's an extra revenue source. With the medicine, I can sell natural medicines. There's another source. Because everything extra that I don't need is profit. And so I have all my needs, my real needs taken care of, right? Because the essentially what we work for is money. So for what? So we could supply our needs. Shelter, water, food. If I do that myself, clothing, all that shit, then I don't need anything else. And then that's where it turns into money after that. Because anything that's too much, I can just get rid of. And it'll cost money. Because it'll be good quality. I want it to be good quality. And then all these revenue sources. And then I want my own lab. Because then I can synthesize things and create things. Create actual medicines and stuff. And obviously I'm going to have to go through the FDA and all that bullshit for that. They're going to let me in. So I'll fight for that shit till I die. But then I also want an observatory so I can look into the stars and do all that, man. I want to do a bunch of stuff. Then I want a mechanic shops. I want construction crews. That way I could fucking have them build houses. Goddamn, it cut out. I think it's because I accidentally unplugged the mic, man. Which I'm actually happy because it didn't show that I was struggling to get the fucking thing to work again. I don't know why. This cord's kind of fucked up for the mic. I might have to order a new one. I bet I can. But yeah, I got some dreams, man. I got some dreams. I might write a book one day. I don't know what it's going to be about yet. I want to travel the world, man. And that's why I learned so much, and that's why I just put so much together in my head and try to learn as much as possible every day. But there's been, you also have to take time inside your own brain, and you can't be pumping it full of bullshit all the time. That's the difficult part, because it's hard not to be stimulating yourself all the time. This is kind of like the only way where you're not stimulating yourself. Because you're just talking and you're just thinking out loud and you're just using your brain. I mean, I pick up my phone sometimes, but other than that, I'm not really doing much with the computer or the phone or I guess I use Zins and shit, but that doesn't really do anything. I can't believe I fucking ate my last Zin. I did it unconsciously, without even thinking. I knew I was going to do a podcast. I'm not even mad at it. I'm just mad at myself for forgetting. Because that shit makes it so much smoother. It makes it so much easier. Oh, yeah. And some dude had called me out for drinking last weekend. Kudos to that guy. He felt, I don't know if he felt bad or what. Because I felt bad. Because he was calling me out. But that's good. I should feel bad. Because I shouldn't be doing it. That's why I said, call me the fuck out. Because I will keep trying. I'm going to keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying until I get this shit right. And if that means I got to die and come back in life and then keep fucking doing it again, I will. God damn it, I will. What other kind of topics do we got? I've been doing some guys' work at work past few weeks, bruh. Maybe that's why I've been so tired too, because I've been dead as fuck from doing this guy's job. Doing my shit and doing this guy's shit, it was just a lot. It was a lot to handle. And I'm glad it's over now. Glad I don't have to work. I gotta stop touching this fucking cord, because if it comes out again, I'll be very upset. Still going. We're okay. I don't know what else to talk about. I just wanted to get a podcast out before Formula Drip because I don't know if I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it out before the week mark if I went to Formula Drift. I didn't do the math. I didn't do the science or whatever the fuck you gotta do to calculate all that. So we're just balls deep in a goddamn podcast, hopefully. It's usually not as bad as I think. It sounds a lot worse when you're sitting here, bruh. Because it feels bad. It feels like you feel this discomfort when you're fucking it up or not saying something. You're just like, shit, I have nothing I'm going to talk about. What the fuck do I talk about? Then you just sit there and you got to think. And sometimes you come up with shit. Sometimes you don't. I don't know what the fuck to talk about, though. That's why I'm just talking. Oh, yeah. Chance came fucking home from Wisconsin last weekend. Brought a fucking copy of the Declaration of Independence, man. That shit's fire as fuck. We got it up by our flag. We got that motherfucker. We're using this light to light it up. But right now I'm using it for the podcast. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to see it, to be honest. Or you wouldn't be able to see me. But you could see me just fine. I was like, is that light going to be bright enough? Oh, it's fucking bright enough. And then after this, like, I'm going to fucking pick up the garbage, and then I'm gonna do the dishes, and then I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna wait for Cheese to get home. Then I'm gonna ask that man to buy me a pack of ciggies, because I want ciggies. I smoked a pack of ciggies last weekend. I won't lie about that, man. They're still so good. Not just any cigarettes either, man. Fucking Let me tell you. I've smoked my dad's cigarettes. I've smoked my sister's cigarettes. I've smoked my other sister's cigarettes. I've smoked a couple different kinds of Chance's cigarettes. Why am I so close to this? The only real cigarette, is a goddamn menthol American Spirit. Goddamn it. That shit, very nice. It is very nice. That cigarette, man, it just hits in a way that no other cigarette or Zyn or nothing does. And I don't know if that's the addiction talking, but goddamn, is that fucking cigarette brilliant, Mike? It is fucking brilliant. It just smacks the right receptors in your brain. Makes you feel the right way. But if you go too hard, it tells you that too. Because they're so strong that if you smoke too many back to back, you feel like, you just feel nauseous and weird. Because it's just like a heavy nicotine. They're like the strongest cigarettes you can get. They're amazing, man. I don't know why I love them so much. But I'm getting tired now, baby. Chet showed me this song. We still got 21 plus 9 plus 10. 13 minutes we got to jab on here, man. So we better figure out another topic to talk about. We'll talk to ChatGPT, but I want to tell you about this song first because it's fire. It's fire. First one is Hard to Tell by Briston Maroney, and the second one's Freaking Out on the Interstate by Briston Maroney. They are fire. The vibe is just, oh my god. Oh my god. The vibe is just immense, mate. It just hits a different level in your brain. And it just smacks the right chord. I'm looking at my bank account now. That's what it sounds like. But this guy has a good ass voice, and it's over the song. It's like what should we ask ChatGPT? What should we ask ChatGPT? Let's ask ChatGPT if days off are good. I went to the gym today. I took a day off yesterday, though. Let's ask ChatGPT 4. Is it good to take rest day? Absolutely. Rest days are not just good, they're essential. Think of your body and mind as a finely tuned machine. Just like any machine, they need regular maintenance and downtime to function optimally. Here's why taking rest days is so beneficial. Physical recovery, mental rejuvenation, improved performance. Is that it? Hormonal balance. Creativity boost. Preventing overtraining. Hurry up, ChatGPT. Keep generating it, dude. I fucked it up. Look, I goddamn fucked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I do not know what else to talk about. And I cannot end this thing. So we're just going to sit here until I figure out what to talk about. Because I have to. We can't end it. We can't end it short. Because if we end it short, then I'm not doing my duty to you guys. Whoever the fuck's listening. For 40 minutes, I guaranteed you a goddamn podcast. And if I don't give you that goddamn podcast, boy. When Trump got shot, I don't know if I talked about that or not. But there's this badass picture going around. I'm sure people have seen it, and I'm going to show it again, though. Because it's the most badass picture in American history. Make sure it's still going. It is. We just got to push on for another few minutes now. We still got a shit ton of minutes. We still got 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes. Let's ask ChatGPT more questions because I don't know what else to talk about. I didn't prepare for this. I was just watching podcasts today, listening to music. I was just trying to get through the week, to be honest. So I didn't really prepare for nothing. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's say, give me something to talk about on my podcast, please. How about discussing the impact of social media on mental health and well-being? I already did. Another idea, please. There we go. Work's going out of the door because there's robots taking over and AI is going to take over. AI's already taken over the Hollywood industry because they can make movies. They can fucking write scripts. They can generate actors in movies that they aren't actually in. The robots can do almost anything now. They can run, they can jump, they can keep balance when they're almost pushed over. It's pretty fascinating what these robots can do. I wonder what it's going to look like later on. Because the stuff is going so fast. They've already got Neuralink in somebody. AI's already out. Meta's already fucking doing their thing. All this shit just came so fucking fast. Humans think of things as a linear growth, but it's actually exponential. It goes fucking quick. It's like rockets. And then it just fucking happens. A bunch of shit. And then it just comes out of nowhere, it feels like. Well, thank God. Thank God we only have 7 minutes left because I don't know what the fuck to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry if this is a boring part of the podcast. But you know what? Sometimes we're going to have these parts. Sometimes we're going to have these parts where we don't know what we're going to talk about. Where I got to take a fat piss. Where I'm thinking about doing the dishes and fucking doing the fucking garbage. And I got to fold my laundry still. I've been putting that off for 2 days. So yeah, that's what's going on. What's going on with you guys? Let me know in the fucking comments below. What time is it anyway? I think I can get all this done before Cheese gets here. I might be in the shower when Cheese gets here. That's okay. I did a leg day today in the gym. It was weird. I was tired all day, and then I just got this surge of energy. I'm like, and I fucking pumped out leg day, man. It felt good. Like I said, I hurt myself again. Same leg as last time. I don't even know how I did it. I don't know how. Whatever happens, happens. Am I right? I'm fucking right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. I don't know, man. Same toe, but it's already feeling better. I think I'll be back to running and shit tomorrow, because I can move it again. I don't know if I stubbed it or what happened, but I'm a clumsy person. Comes with ADHD, apparently. I didn't know that. I learned that from Dr. Gabor Mate's book. Apparently our motor skills are fucked up. I don't know how that happens or why it happens, but we tend to run into more shit and hit our head more and stuff like that. I don't know why. I do not know why. I could flip this goddamn table right now. I wish I could end this thing. I ain't gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. But we can't. Even if we got like 1 million views on this thing, I would never end it under 40 minutes again. I can't make that happen. Whoever comes on, have them sign an agreement that they have to do 40 minutes. That's it. If you want to do more, let's do more. But if you want to do less, I'll fucking flip this table so goddamn hard. 4 more minutes, I think. We're counting them down. This is not good. It's not good podcast material, and I apologize. Okay. I'm just thinking now. I'm thinking I gotta piss real bad. I gotta take a real big piss. Sometimes I'm honestly surprised I get 40 minutes into this thing. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of those times. I'm surprised I made it fucking 20 minutes into this thing. I didn't think I had anything to talk about. I'll have Formula Drift to talk about next time. And I'll probably have seen my dad and my nieces and nephew and my sister and my brother-in-law. A lot of people by then. So hopefully we'll have some good stories, some good shit to tell. Hopefully I don't let the alcohol demon beat my own little ass. And yeah. Sometimes it's just nice to sit in silence. That's what we'll end with. Sometimes, just turn everything off. Just fucking take a seat. Just go. And just do that for a little while. Watch your thoughts go by. I think it's good for us. It's good for us to just watch our thoughts and sit with our brain for a little while. No silence, no nothing. Man, do I have to piss a lot. I know I do, because it hurts. 2 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. What do we talk about for 2 minutes? Chance got these good candies. They are called tea candy. Classic tea candy. And let's flip this over here. Okay. It doesn't say anything other than that. This is the package. Good. They taste like iced tea. Very, very nice. I like iced tea, and it's very nice. The Zen Tower is getting pretty tall. I know you guys haven't seen it in a while, but it's up to the painting already. That red painting we have, if you watch older podcasts. And it's about right under his first ab. If you look at the old podcast and you look at the picture, it's like about under his old ab. We're getting there. We're building fast. Shit. I'm sorry if this was a boring podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I just don't have stuff to talk about. But I can't let you guys down either and not make one. I feel that genuinely in my heart and soul. in exactly 1 minute, I can go and take a fat pisser. And it's going to be the best goddamn piss of my whole life. That's the plan, Stan. We're coming up on the time, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this damn video. Heard a weird noise. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like. Hope you share this thing. Make other people watch it. Force their eyelids open, and force them to watch me. I'm just kidding. Alright, I love you guys.